Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
9:53 exactly, our final interview for the morning, and we will be talking with award-winning researcher, writer, storyteller, and lecturer at WITS, and she is Aaisha Dadi Patel. Gives me great pleasure to have you on the show this morning. Aaisha, assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program, and another feather in your cap. How does it feel?
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to chat with you, and I'm really excited. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so you tweeted, and I was so excited when I read this tweet, alhamdulillah, because we've talked previously on another show of mine. You tweeted, huge career milestone today. My name is under the lead story on the front page of the weekend editions of one of the world's most revered newspapers, the Wall Street Journal. Many congratulations to you. You've done us all proud here in South Africa, Aaisha.
Thank you, Shukran, so much. I am really excited about this. It was, not something that I was expecting to see, but obviously came from the fact that I've been following a very global prevalent story at the moment with the spread of Omicron. And I think, South Africa got a lot of slack initially when the variant was concerned. Ironically, because of the amazing work that our scientists and medical professionals are doing and have been doing to sequence the virus and follow its trail. And so, with a lot of eyes on South Africa at the moment, and the rest of the world trying to get ideas of how the variant spreads and how it's currently working because of the couple of weeks ahead of the curve that we've been, it was an opportunity for me to report on the kind of cutting edge science that our medical professionals have been following and tracking.
Alhamdulillah. What was obviously the whole focus was on what's happening in South Africa, and we're seeing those very same trends replicating all around the world. Are you still are you still doing more research into a similar story? What can we look out for? And are you going to again file it for international coverage?
So I think the reason why this story made it to the front page is because of what a pressing international story it's become. So when I initially filed my story, it was an update on the situation in South Africa and the latest trends in hospitalization and the curve that we've been seeing. So, a little bit of background. I'm sure everyone noticed many experts are indicating that it can't be said conclusively yet, but it is looking like in Gauteng province at least, where the virus was first taking center stage, there are indications that it has peaked already. And so just looking at hospitalization trends, looking at positivity rate trends, for example, in the first week of the virus being tracked, I think this is about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Gauteng was responsible for 70% of national infections. And by the end of last week, it was down to, I think, just under 25% of national infections. And so my reporting was just, sending these trends and recording up to our foreign international offices. I sent it up to London, who added in what was happening in the UK and the trends that they're seeing there, where the virus, they're recording numbers like 88,000 and 93,000 new cases a day. And by Friday evening, then the US was indicating that there were severe numbers being recorded in some of the biggest cities, including in New York City, where they were kind of putting in emergency measures. And so my reporting combined with global reporting from my colleagues in the UK and in the US formed what then became the story. And I think because of Omicron being a global topical issue at the moment, it's something that we'll be tracking globally from all our offices at the moment.
Are we having a follow-up story from you at some stage in the near future? Regarding the very same situation, obviously.
Most likely, because like I say, South Africa's medical and scientific professionals have been some of the most respected in the world, especially with tracking Omicron and being able to describe its patterns, describe where and how it's operating. And so there is a lot of attention on South Africa at the moment to provide some kind of indication of what can we expect, what is the severity. We have some clues at the moment, but the thing is it's too early to conclusively say anything. And so with that in mind, I will be reporting whatever is happening, and hopefully that will lead to more stories.
Okay, so to wrap up then, your thoughts, and I think coming from someone like you, a young person yourself, what are the messages we need to be giving to South Africa and possibly the rest of the world? We do know, even though we keep boasting about the top scientists, very credible scientists in South Africa, and the fact that we've got vaccines to hand, we still have a very low uptake. We also, on the other hand, we have the issue around the conspiracy theorists and the anti-vaxxers. What's your message to South Africa, very especially to the young people?
On Friday, one of the chief scientists at the NICD indicated that 93% of the deaths that have been recorded so far were in unvaccinated individuals. And I think that is all the indication that we need to see and know that vaccines are a necessary good and a necessary measure that people need to take up if they want to see themselves see through the other end of this virus. If it's something deadly, I don't think there is a single person, especially in South Africa, who doesn't know someone who's lost someone because of this virus. We've seen, what a horrific, quick breathing dragon this virus can really be. And so I think, especially as Muslims, we need to believe and understand that all sickness and all cure comes from Allah. And we need to drown out noise that characterizes messaging around vaccines. I think we need to focus on the things that top qualified professional scientists, doctors tell us, instead of looking too deeply, and trust in that, and do our best to be responsible citizens. And part of that means caring for your fellow man, and that is also something that is hugely central in Islam. And so, bottom line, vaccinate, vaccinate, vaccinate.
And an absolute pleasure talking to you. Many congratulations once again. You keep safe. Shukran very much for all your hard work and telling a story that impacts the entire world. Go well, and hopefully we will talk again sometime in the near future.
Shukran for having me. Inshallah, I would love that very much. You take care as well.
It is exactly 1:10. This is me, Julie, signing off with a big thank you to our producers, and that's you, Nasreen Naidu and Ziad Milazi Boy. Please follow the COVID protocols and also take care on the roads. We're hearing of far too many road fatalities. It is holiday time, it is silly season. You be the mature one, you be the sensible one, you take care on the roads and save lives, inshallah. Till tomorrow morning at the same time, as always, Assalamu alaikum and Khuda Hafiz from me, Julie Ali.
Breaking